Now, what's happening now in India, and this is like what's happening in Israel, and to some extent in Europe as well. What's happening now is that these doomed ideologies, like Hindutva, like Zionism, like white nationalism, are basically kicking against the sunrise. They are in their death throes. They are flailing against their own inevitable demise. And the closer they get to the end, the more panicked they get, the more desperate they get. And that makes them become more violent. They're lashing out because they're dying out. And they have been so wrong. They have been so unjust. And they have been so brutal against the Muslims. And they're scared to death that when the Muslims eventually get the upper hand, we will enact revenge. That's what they think. That's what the Hindu nationalists think. That's what the Zionists think. And that's what the Muslim-hating Westerners think. They think that we want vengeance because they think that everyone thinks the same way that they do. They think that everyone abuses power the way that they do because they know that this is the lesson that they themselves have been teaching the world. They know that they preach tolerance but practice intolerance. They know that they talk about racial and religious harmony, but that they practice racism and bigotry and division and prejudice. They think that we'll do all of that to them. But what they don't understand is that we don't learn from them how to be. They're not our role models. They're not teaching us anything. We learn from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Our role model is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who pardoned his worst enemies when he gained the upper hand. He forgave. He was magnanimous in victory. And like Salahuddin, magnanimous in victory. We're not a vengeful people. We're not interested in retribution. We're interested in justice. We're interested in peace. If you've done wrong by us, all we're interested in is for you to stop doing wrong by us and to start doing right. And if you do that, we'll get along fine. Clean slate.